Hey guys, so we got a new event, the Stanley Cup playoff event. Obviously, works a little bit different in years past because, well, there's no playoffs going on. We're going to get all into this event as the classic Stanley Cup Round 1 cards were released, highlighted by the 99 Anze Kopitar and the 99 Ray Bourque. Well, we're going to go into all of those cards, how it's going to work, and everything like that. The one thing I will say in terms of how this event is different than other events is the Road to 99. There will be 31 challenges that will come out, and you will earn a Stanley Cup collectible, one for every team that play against. So if you were to do this one specifically, you will get the you will get the Stanley Cup collectible for the Detroit Red Wings, and I'm going to show you the differences in that and what that's going to do. So if you go over here to Exchange, I want to bring this up first before we get into the cards because it's a new type of way that they're doing the event. So this event is going to last 55 days because there are going to be multiple rounds and things like that. If you go all the way to the last set, the choice of one of 99 overall Stanley Cup Master items, and you will get it for free. And the way that you do it is if you win against the Detroit Red Wings, you come in here, you're going to cash in the collectible. And once you have all 31, you're going to get one of 8. So in 31 days, you will get that as an option, and I'm super excited for that. As you know, obviously getting a free 99 is pretty sick. So we are, we are going to get into the cards now, and we'll take a look at if there's any values, if they're all just amazing, those kind of things. GWC is kind of coming to an end, but there are still some players that haven't done, so Canada and the final U.S. Regional is still taking place, so let's take a look at these cards. We'll start with the 90 overall, Andy Moog. Unfortunately, we're going to stop right there because he's 5'9", and he's got good stats, but the Andy Moog is a cool card for the Dallas Stars, but no, not going to be usable, and we'll move on from that. After that, we've got the 90 overall Craig Anderson from the Avalanche. This card I remember specifically because he had a gigantic game against my Sharks where Dan Boyle scored on himself in overtime. So I remember that series very well. And he's 6'2", so he's okay in terms of height, but his aggression's 80, positioning 90, and glove high only 89. There's just better options. He isn't high enough in those to really kind of separate himself. After that, we've got the 92 overall Esa Tikkanen, 6'1", 89 speed. There's, he's not big enough to make up for the fact he's got such low speed. His shot isn't high enough to kind of make up for it either. You can't put him at center. This is just a hard pass all the way around. It's cool that Esa Tikkanen's in the game, but no, this one's a hard pass. Then we've got the 92 Gord Murphy, 6'2", 92 skating with 94 shot power, 87 accuracy, 93 body checking. His awareness stats are great. He is a right shot defenseman, but you're really going to be hamstrung now at this point of the game by using those 92 speeds, even with synergies and whatnot. You will notice it when you're going up against teams that have 99 skating defensemen. And his shot is okay. But unless he drastically drops in price to the point where he's a good value, and I'm talking like I would spend maybe at most $120K on him, this would be a hard avoid. We've got the 93 Darcy Tucker. This is a really good statted card, but he's 5'10", and in this meta in the game, it's pretty tough to use. He does have 99 skating. His shot is right around 90 overall. Body checking 94. Hand eye 88. So awareness stats are 92 and 94. Again, just kind of ho-hum, unfortunately. I love Darcy Tucker as someone who grew up in the Toronto area. 5'10", 178, you're not going to be able to hold on to the puck very long, and, his shot isn't high enough to make up for that. We've got the 93 Todd Marchant from the Edmonton Oilers, 99 skating, but 88 balance. So the fact that he's 5'10" with 88 balance is even worse. This would be a definite avoid based on that kind of combo. You're not going to be able to hang on to the puck long enough with him. And while these cards are awesome, I just kind of think that a lot of them are kind of on that lower end spectrum that you can't really use even if they are in the mid 90s. We've got the 94 Mikhail Sergachev. Now this is a usable card. 6'3", 98 skating across the board with 99 balance, 96 shot power, slap shot power, 86 accuracy, body checking 94, stick checking 95, awareness stats 93. This is the play. This is a great left-handed shot defenseman, and for anyone that can't afford those crazy master set items, this would be a card to go grab. This is a fantastically built card. Then we've got the 94 Mike Pekka for the New York Islanders. 5'11", 99 skating across the board, 99 faceoffs. So you'd have to see what he costs, but his shot is kind of meh, where it's, his wrist shot being okay, but I feel like for centerman, your slap shot's a little bit more important. 85 accuracy is a little low at this stage, but 99 body checking, 99 faceoff, 99 speed, that makes him usable. Defensive awareness at 99 as well. This is a really good defensive card. This reminds me of the card for the Mike Pekka that came out earlier in the year, where it was an icon card and his shot was absolute garbage, but his faceoffs were 99 and he was pretty fast. For someone looking for a depth center, this could be the play. Then we've got the 95 Bobby Ryan, 6'2", great size, 99 skating, mid-90s shooting, low 90s hand stats. This is a good card. If you are able to get him, there are a lot of good right-handed shot players, but if you can't afford the Jean Beliveau or the Ovechkin, Kucherov, this would be a good replacement. If you can't get those kinds of guys, but you still have quite a few coins and you're looking to be a little more competitive, this would be a good card to go and get. Then we've got the 95 Seth Jones. This is probably one of the best cards that is in the master set item. 6'4", 99 skating across the board, 95 shot power, 89 accuracy with 93 body checking, awareness stats at 96. Seth Jones is one of the best defensemen, just being built on his size alone among the right-handed landscape for defensemen. This is a fantastic card. Like, I would put him right up there with some of the best, with like the Moritz Seider and that kind of thing. This is a very, very good card. If you're able to get him, I would keep him. He's one of the end game cards for right defense. We've got the 96 Joe Pavelski. Well, I love Joe. He's a little bit smaller. 5'11" is okay. 99 skating. His shot is great. His hand-eye is 99. I love that they threw that in there. I'm happy with that. 98 on the draws. This would be a decent center, and the reason why I say that is because if you are someone who's starting to use that D-to-D, mentality, which a lot of you should because everyone's using collapsing protect net, D-to-D is wide open. Having a centerman with amazing hand-eye is key. You'll get a lot of those tip-in goals if you fire it low along the ice. So this could be a viable card, and I love Joe Pavelski, so I'm going to say this is a pretty fun card, and I have a feeling based on his size alone, he'll go cheaper than what his value actually is. Then the 97 Shea Weber. So this would be the slightly better than Seth Jones, but he's going to cost you a ton. 99 skating, 6'4", 230, 99 shot power, 88 accuracy with 99 body checking. Everything else is basically high 90s. This is a great card. This is like second best, third best right defense in the game entirely for the rest of the year. Much like Seth Jones was, he's just in that next tier. But great card. Gonna cost you a ton, but absolutely fantastic. And his synergies are good. 2 to SP, 2 to TK, 2 to MP. Great card. And now we're on to the master set, guys. The 99 Anze Kopitar. Kopitar, one of the best cards throughout this game this year, based on his size alone. So 6'3", 224. You're not really moving him. 99 skating across the board. 99 shooting, basically. Everything is 99. So he now becomes one of the best centermen in this game, if not the best. If just quick off the top of my head, you've got the Draisaitl, you've got the 97 Getzlaf, but this Anze Kopitar is extremely good, as much as it pains me to say that because, well, I love my Sharks. But if you are able to get this card and you are competing in the GWC, anything like that, please go get this card. This card is absolutely nasty, and he's going to remain top 4 centerman for the rest of the game, so an absolute investment. And then lastly, we've got the 99 Ray Bourque. Well, this is an awesome card because it's Ray Bourque. We're at a point again where it's just size is so important in this game, and I think there is a place for him, especially in the landscape where everything goes in the net on D2D one-timers. This is still a very, very good card, don't get me wrong. Obviously, he's not going to have the same reach as some of the other defensemen, and neutral zone and gap control entering the zone or denying zone entry is where he's going to suffer a little bit. But if the rest of your defense is massive, this is a card that you could just rip from anywhere, and he's going to be a threat to score. Well, if we're gonna rank the 99s and the master sets, clearly the Anze Kopitar is the better play than this one. However, this is a fantastic card, and I love Ray Bourque, so I'm not gonna say that this is not a good card, because that's not true. There is a definite space for him because of the 99 shooting and every synergy that he comes with, but obviously it is a pretty big knock that he's under 6 foot. So guys, those are all of the cards for this event. Let's go into the sets real quick and just take a quick look at all of that and whatnot. So we'll go here, and there are quite a few trade-in options. Again, I showed you the weekday challenge or the weekday challenges, which is awesome. Again, 50 for the gold, that one still exists. The 99 overall Stanley Cup Master Choice item for a excuse me, you trade in all your collectibles and you'll get a 99 overall card. This 26 is an absolute ton. Like we're talking 26 times around 50,000 for what they're worth. That's 1.3 million. So I would say Kopitar is close to that, but you got to think like that's Austin Matthews. That's the 99 Draisaitl. Like you got to put that in perspective. And then the untradeable version. If you are going to do this set, please do not do the tradable version. You will not get rid of any of these cards. Please, for the love of God, do the untradeable version. You have no reason to spend an extra 3. After that, we've got the choice of 1 or 2 Stanley Cup player items. Don't do this one either, man. You could really lose a ton of value. At 13 gold collectibles, again, we're looking at about 650K. If you do not get the Shea Weber, the Seth Jones, the Bobby Ryan, you've lost out. It's just odds, guys. Be very careful with that. If you know that you're not going to be able to get 23, then maybe. But man, I would hate for you guys to do that and then end up with like the Andy Moog and Craig Anderson. So then we look at the trade-in options here. We'll go through all this. So it looks like you can trade in some old Master Set items. If you have this Darlene, which I believe I do, and 13 gold collectibles, it's tough because the Ray Bourque is clearly not the play. And if you have 13 and you have this Darlene, it's tough. We're going to get into it in a second. But then there's other options. You could do the Owen Nolan as well. You trade in the Owen Nolan and, you have that master item and you get 12. That's a pretty good value as well because Owen Nolan isn't that really good of a card at this point. And then the other option is this 87 and 21. That's a lot. I wouldn't do that one, to be honest with you. I wouldn't invest in it. Maybe if you have it, but still, 2 more, you're saving yourself basically 100K. After that, we'll look at these ones. Oops, 1 second. We'll look at the Anze Kopitar ones, as obviously they're going to be the more important ones because he is far better in terms of the initial release of this. So if we look in here, you do the 94 Gabrick, 100%. If you have this card, please do that upgrade. It is, 100%. Don't even overthink it. After that, the other option is we have the 90 Jake Muzzin. 100% do that as well. That Jake Muzzin plus all those collectibles is 100% worth that. After that, we've got the 93 Jake Muzzin. We did talk about that in my last video. Also worth it if you have that Jake Muzzin, for sure. That's another one where if you have it, you need to do this upgrade set, invest the coins to do it. And then lastly, we've got the 95 Anze Kopitar. To be honest, I probably wouldn't do this one unless there's no way you're going to get any more gold collectibles, because you're going up +4 and it's costing you a ton. Like this alone is 350K in value to get 4. I probably wouldn't do that. I would probably, if you're able to sell that Anze Kopitar, I'd probably sell it because it's going to be a ton. And then there's more options. We've got the Bobby Ryan, the 88 version +11. Again, this is going to be if you have untradeable versions of it. The 97 Shea Weber is an interesting one. So, I mean, if you have this, I would. We'll take a look at them, but I would probably, if you have this fantasy one, I would probably do this trade in as well. It's about 500K. Darcy Tucker, You can trade in the champions Darcy Tucker and 1 to get, +1. I wouldn't do that. That's not really worth it for 50K to go up +1. And then lastly, like I said, is this set where you do the weekday challenges. I really like this new concept, and you're basically getting a free 99 overall. That's fantastic. The last thing I want to mention about this set, guys, if you are competing in the Gaming World Championships tomorrow or in the next little while if you're in Canada, go and do the challenge to get the lone card, okay? Even if you are competing in Hut Champs this weekend, the Stanley Cup challenges, if you do, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, you will get the lone 99 pack. Please do that. It is 100% worth it. I would recommend if you're going to use it this weekend, do this and get the Kopitar instead of having to buy it and maybe upgrade your team somewhere else. Just keep that in mind, guys. So let me know what you think in the comments section down below. I really appreciate your feedback. And please subscribe if you are looking for daily NHL content, as that's what you get here. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.